If I were to ask you, how many letters do you see on the crucifix? What would your answer be? Yes. I am asking you. How many letters do you see? Is it 4, or 5 or 7 letters? Well, I think the obvious answer would be 4, right? The 4 letters would be INRI, right? Do you know the meaning of INRI? INRI means Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, or Iesus Nazarenus Rex Iudaeorum. But when I asked the Lord, do you still have another meaning from the acronym INRI? And he said yes. And then I asked him, what is it, Lord? And he replied, INRI means I never regretted it dying on the cross for you. And I said, wow. Amazing love. Honestly, before 2009, if someone would ask me how many letters do I see on the crucifix, I think my answer would also be 4. But now my answer is 6 letters. Randomly, I asked these same questions to people, and I think it's safe to say that about 80 to 90% of people would answer 4. Why? Because it's physically obvious. Now, before I reveal the 2 bold letters which the devil does not want you to know, allow me to give an example. Imagine this. Let's say, for example, you are a businessman or businesswoman, and your business is illegal drugs. Obviously you will have a lot of money, right? Until one day, there was a buy-bust operation conducted by the local authorities. Then you went to jail. Then on your trial, even though you pleaded not guilty, all evidence points to you being guilty. So the judge sentenced you to death by electric chair. On the day of your execution, you were already strapped in electrical wires, and my role is to flip the main switch of your death. At that last minute, your loved one, someone dear to you, that person may be your wife, or your husband, or your father or your mother, or your son or your daughter, or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, would come rushing into me and tells me, don't you dare touch that switch. I will take the blame of this person so that he might live. So naturally, you were untied, freed, and put on the side while your loved one is being tied up in wires, and remember, your loved one is innocent while you were originally guilty. Moments later, everything is set, and your loved one tells me, you can turn the switch on now. When I turn the switch on, obviously, your loved one dies instantly, right? Now, what would you say to your loved one even though he or she is dead? And the hint to your answer is on the crucifix. Come on. You can do this. What will you say to your dead beloved? I think the rightful answer would be the letter T and the letter Y, right? The letter T is the cross. And the letter Y is Jesus forming the letter Y. What does the acronym T and Y universally mean? It's thank you, right? Lastly, do you agree that the words thank you and thanksgiving are more or less the same? Now here comes the interesting part. The Greek word for thanksgiving is Eucharistia. No wonder we go to church and thank our Almighty Father for the sacrifice of His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. Because if He did not send Jesus into this earth, all of the human race, when we die, will automatically go to hell. This is what Jesus did for the salvation of the human race. He is innocent and took the blame so that we may be set free and live. At the Holy Mass, when the priests say, "Let us give thanks to the Lord our God," and we respond with, "It is right and just." Amen? If you like this content, type Amen. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated on my latest videos. Thank you and God bless.